Hey guys, Lake and Living Loving Life here. So I do a little bit of everything from fishing to mechanic work to construction and grading, bobcat work, everything. Because I grew up in concrete and construction industry and done everything from that for a long time, working for my dad since I was a little kid, and then I owned a mechanics business for about 10-11 years, and 10 years I guess, but I just do a little bit of everything. And I do all this work on the camper and around the shop and my father-in-law's, and I keep thinking to myself I need to record and show you guys kind of how I do things, and then also if you're in the same situation then you know what to do. But hey, I'm welding on rollers. There's steel rollers to basically, like, because this is a Momentum 395, and there's so much overhang past the back axle that you're less likely to clear than other trailers. And I've had a few close calls just in 1 year of owning this thing to where this back barely cleared some hills and just different inclines and going into parking lots and into campgrounds, and I just so paranoid of catching this back end, because if this back end of the camper catches, it'll just drag and rip off this back steel right here, and just tear everything up. So I bought steel rollers, and I'll put a link in the video for those, and I'm welding those onto the frame. I've seen people weld them onto just this thin steel right here, and that's just craziness, and I don't want you guys making that same mistake. I mean, you're literally doing nothing by doing that. It's just to make those people are just making themselves feel better. It's not actually going to do anything. Now, just a thought, these rollers are just for emergency situations. They are for if I'm not going to clear and I don't realize it, it gives me a little bit of a buffer. You want the minimum amount possible, because you don't want them to touch unless you absolutely have to, because the frame is not made to float those axles. So if you would put a lot of the trailer weight on these back rollers and your axles come off the ground, that means you're putting 20,000 pounds on this frame at each end of it, on the pin box and all the way back here, and you're just going to bend that frame like a banana. And I've seen people on YouTube do stuff like that, and it's a no-no. These are just emergency situation type deal. Let's say you're going into a campground and you think it's going to be close, and you're going real slow, and then all of a sudden you can see or feel it dragging. This is so you can stop, go back, address the situation, look at it, get out of the truck, go look at it, and see, you know what, I'm not going to make this without putting a lot of stress on this camper and putting a lot of weight on these rollers. And you know what you do? You back out and you figure something else out. I am welding straight to the frame. You can see right above me, I already grinded it out. I already finished the other side, and I thought, I should show people this. But I grinded all the paint off, and I got the bracket here that holds that roller right in the middle, and I'm going to take that and I'm going to weld that sucker right there. Now, just to let you guys, so if you can see that, I C-clamped a little spacer there, because that roller is bigger than the bracket. So I don't know if you can see that. It's about a 1/4 inch thick. I'll give you the exact measurements. I have a caliper for that, but I'm gonna weld this sucker right there, and I'm welding it. This is an I-beam, so I'm gonna weld it just like that. The roller goes right up inside there, just like that. It's bolted through, and that will allow me to clear. You can see that frame. This is a 3-inch roller that will allow me to clear that frame right there. Not the frame, this bumper, I mean. And it'll put that weight on the frame instead. A little piece of steel there to give me my spacer, and then I C-clamped that I C-clamped that there, and then I C-clamped the bracket right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this welded up. I'm not gonna record my weld. All right, guys, so I got this other one welded up on here, and I got them painted. So I just thought you'd see. Now I just put the first coat on. I'm gonna put another coat on, but I literally just put the first coat on. Say hi.
Hi, who is it?
It's just the camera.
Oh, hi.
My daughter's bringing me water. That's Haley Bug. You guys know her. She's the big fish catcher. So I need to get that. I oversprayed a little bit, but I spray painted. I'm just mainly concerned about the rust. Got it all welded up on there. Got it painted. I need to wipe off some of that overspray. Sweetie, can you go get me some paper towels? Just set that on the table. Okay. Wipe that off. Honestly, I sprayed a lot of that up there because there's rust all over the place. But yeah, there it is. She's welded on there. Alright guys, so here's the finished product. You can see it all bolted up there. Everything's painted. Paint's a little damp still. It's a little tacky. I should have waited probably before I put the roller in there, but I wanted to get this done. It's 110 degrees out. I would have thought it would have been dry by now, honestly. But that's it right there. And I'll get a video on the other side.